By rights, Tegel Airport shouldn't even be here. A relic of the Cold War, when this was the only air route in and out of West Berlin. Now it's showing its age, and government and business alike want it shut, so a successor elsewhere can open. Their plan is to turn this into a research and industrial park, a showpiece for the 21st century, which will eventually be very lucrative.
If you go ahead, fast forward 20 years, you will have about 1,000 companies working here on that common future. We'll create about 20,000 jobs. We will generate 2.5 billion in revenues for the city. That is equivalent to roughly 350 million in tax revenues for the city.
The trouble is, many aren't so optimistic. Almost 1 million Berliners voted to keep Tegel open in a referendum nearly 3 years ago. But as it stands, that verdict is not binding. Some politicians wish it was.
There are many questions. It's not just about the handling of passengers, but there's a security aspect and also a question of the traffic situation in Berlin. We've done multiple studies that suggest there would be huge traffic jams if the airports are consolidated, if Tegel Airport is shut down.
And then there is the ongoing uncertainty over its successor. This will be Willy Brandt Airport, or BER to give it its short form. Meant to be opened in November 2011 at a cost of around $2.7 billion. Instead, a legacy of safety problems has kept it closed, with costs spiralling to more than $8 billion and counting. If all goes to plan, then the first passengers will be either arriving at or leaving from this terminal building at the end of October, meaning these buildings will all be put to the use that they were originally planned for, almost 9 years later. Some people say Berlin needs a large airport in order to be able to compete with other major European capitals. But the fact remains, the overall cost of closing and opening the relevant airports is now almost $10 billion and climbing. Dominic, Kane, Jazeera, in the German capital.